Did you know that in CarX Drift Racing Online, you can find this? So this RV is a reference to the same RV seen in Breaking Bad. The door of the RV has been shot at, just like the RV in the show, where Jesse used duct tape to cover the bullet holes. You may also remember a similar Easter egg could be found in 2022's Modern Warfare 2, where the bullet holes had been covered just like they were in the show. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Video Game Easter Eggs, the series where we cover some of the best Easter eggs found in video games. As always, if you think you know of a video game Easter egg that I'm yet to cover, then let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to check it out. Oh, and don't forget to leave a like on this video, and if you do, I'll take down the listing of your mum on eBay. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. Right, let's begin today's video with the Eggcellent Teardown. Now, we did cover Teardown in the last episode of this series, where we found a very familiar face. Well, today's Teardown Easter egg is actually something that would be extremely useful in a game all about destruction. After completing the main campaign, if you head over the bridge and destroy the wall, you can find this. So in a game all about destruction, is there anything better than a tank? I don't think so. As you can imagine, the tank does tons of damage and is near on indestructible, which makes it extremely fun to use. Oh, and there is also a monster truck hidden behind the wall too, which makes driving over the remains of your destruction that little bit easier. Next up is Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now, Black Ops 3 released in 2015, which means it's approaching its 10-year anniversary. And if that doesn't make you feel old, then lucky you. Now, Activision are known to move on pretty quickly when it comes to Call of Duty. As soon as the latest entry in the series is released, the previous game is almost immediately forgotten and support is stopped. Luckily for PC players, this isn't the case. Modders have taken it upon themselves to remaster the excellent Call of the Dead Zombies map from Black Ops 1 and add it to Black Ops 3. Everything is here, including the cast of playable celebrities and of course the director himself, George Romero. Now, sadly, since his appearance in Black Ops 1, George Romero has passed away, but he has been remembered in this remake. To see the George Romero tribute for yourself, you'll first need to grab this... well, I don't know what this is, but just grab it. Place your newfound thing at the flinger and turn the power on. Then simply step onto the flinger to find this.
Hey! I can see my house from here! Maybe now we can see a way out.
So inside this room are posters of some of George's films, a mural on the wall, and a zombie playing the guitar. It's a fitting tribute to a man known as the godfather of zombies. Next up is the Easter egg-packed tower defense game, Kingdom Rush Vengeance. Now, we have covered Vengeance a ton in this series before, with the most recent example being in episode 83, where we found Groot from the Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, the first of today's Kingdom Rush Easter eggs also references a Hollywood blockbuster. On the Lost Passage level, you can do this. So clicking on the amber egg will cause a tiny dinosaur to flare its crest before running off screen. This is a reference to this scene from the 1993 movie Jurassic Park. The other Easter egg found on the passage level is this. So the look of these plants and the sounds that they make are a reference to the terrifying demogorgons from Stranger Things. The final Easter egg from Kingdom Rush Vengeance can be found on the Back to the Rotten Forest level. If you click the 3 pieces of paper that are stuck to the trees, this will happen. I mean, I doubt that this needs explaining, but this is a reference to the famous internet creepypasta, Slenderman. Next up is Nintendo Switch Sports with one of the most terrifying Easter eggs I've ever seen. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can a sporting minigame compilation developed by the family-friendly Nintendo be hiding a terrifying secret? Well, I'll tell you how. On the difficulty select screen, if you enter ZR, R and A, your opponent will be this guy. So for those of you who don't know, this is Matt from the original Wii Sports. Matt was your trainer in Wii Sports Boxing and was the champion in the event too. Over the years, players have agreed that Matt is a very powerful foe that only the toughest could overcome. So much so that Matt has even become a meme. I'm sure Matt's appearance in Switch Sports will send shivers down the spines of Wii Sports players everywhere. Right, let's end today's video with the 2022 indie horror game Choo Choo Charles. Choo Choo Charles first gained internet fame in 2021 when a trailer for the game went viral. And I mean, why wouldn't it? It's a game about a killer train. Now, Choo Choo Charles sees you riding your train around an open world and collecting scrap so that you can upgrade your train to take on Charles. This means that you have to explore every inch of the map to ensure you're ready for the final showdown. And it was when searching the beach, I found this. Yep, it's a giant rubber duck. I'm not sure if this is a reference to anything in particular or if it is just a giant rubber duck, but you know you're in a messed up situation when this isn't the strangest thing that you can find on the island. Next up is another reference to Slenderman. As you explore the island, you come across Sasha, who asks you to find 8 pages for her. Sound familiar? Well, when looking for these pages, this will happen. Okay, so this smoke monster looks more like the monster from Lost than it does Slenderman, but the job of finding 8 pages whilst being haunted by a creepy figure is of course a reference to the indie hit Slenderman and the 8 pages. The final Easter egg is perhaps one of the scariest things I think I've ever seen in a video game. If you press F10, a cheats menu will appear. There are only 2 options, those being to activate moist and to deactivate moist. Well, you may be wondering what these options do. Well, it's better if I show you. So activating Moist will cause the killer train to turn into YouTuber Charlie, better known as Moist Critical. Now don't get me wrong, Charles is a scary looking train, but there really is something unsettling about Charlie trying to kill you while showing 0 emotion. So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, then leaving a like is super appreciated. If you are a fan of Easter eggs and secrets in video games, then perhaps consider subscribing, as that's what this channel's all about. Thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.